Good morning, students. Welcome to our computer class. This is your first class after your half-yearly exam, and now we will concentrate on our pre-annual unit test portion. In our pre-annual unit test portion, you have only one chapter, chapter 9, which covers few advanced features of HTML. Now, what are the features or elements we are going to learn in this chapter? List, image, hyperlink, marquee, table, and forms. Now in today's class, we will discuss about HTML and the basic structure of HTML which already you have learned in class 6. So let's start. So what is HTML? Hypertext Markup Language. It's a language, or we can say is an encoding scheme used to create and design web pages containing text, pictures, objects, animation, audio and video clips and hyperlinks. So this hyperlinks is very important. For that only we are using this HTML language. Hypertext Markup Language. As the name suggested, in web page certain texts are linked with some other web page. So that is called hypertext. Means certain text or objects will be highlighted with blue color and underline. And when you will move your mouse pointer over this text, your mouse pointer shape will change to this like hand symbol. That means this text is linked with some other page or maybe the other part of your page. And when you will click on that link, it will bring the more information about that topic from the other part of your page or from other web page. So this is the process, this is the method using which we can link multiple web pages in a website. So that's why always we use hypertext markup language to design web page. Many other languages are also there which we can use with HTML to design our web page and to make the web page more attractive. But HTML is a basic language which you have to use. Without that, we cannot create any web page that contains one or more hyperlinks. For HTML code, we have to use certain elements. And for each element, we have to write tag name in angular bracket between less than and greater than symbol. So two types of tags are there. One is singular tag, another one is paired tag. So singular tag means only one tag is there, that is start tag. And paired tag means two tags are there. One is start tag, another one is end tag. End tag is same as start tag, but it starts with backslash. So most of the tags are paired tag. So paired tags are also called container tag. Why? Because between start and end tag, in paired tag, we have to write the contents of the tag. So as it contains is contained, that's why they are called container tag. And singular tag is also called empty tag because it doesn't have any matching end tag. So whatever we will write after the tag name, the tag will affect on that text. Understood? Now we will see the basic structure of HTML. So for HTML, we have to write start tag HTML in angular bracket. Now code will start with this start HTML tag and it will end with slash HTML end tag. HTML. So this start and end tag of HTML element will contain the full HTML code, which has two parts. One is head section, another one is body section. So for head section, we have to write head start and end tag. Head element. End tag. Slash head. So head always appears above the body. Then below head, body tag. For body section, body start tag slash body end tag. So this is one paired tag HTML which will contain the full HTML code of my web page. Now this HTML code contains two sections, head section for that is head start and end tag and body section for that body start and end tag. So this head section contains what? The title of your web page and the information about your web page. And body section contains the contents of the web page. In head, many elements we can use, but one element is very important, that is title element to specify the title for your web page. So that is again one paired tag. Title, start tag, and here title end tag. So in between title, start and end tag, we will write what? The name of the web page or title of the web page. Let me give my web page as a title of my web page. And then body section will contain the text or code for full web page. That means whatever we will write here between start and end tag of body element, that is going to appear on your browser window. So here we can write the body text, we can include picture, we can insert hypertext, table, any object. Understood? So this is the basic structure of HTML code which you have to follow always at the time of writing code for our web page. Now where we will write HTML code? Any text editor we can use in our computer. Mainly we use Notepad to write HTML code. So when we will use Notepad to write HTML code, you open Notepad, that is a text editor, you write your full code starting from start tag of HTML element till end tag of HTML element. Now after that you have to save your file. How we will save your file? At the time of saving your file, when save as dialog box will come, there you have to select the location where you will save your web page. Then next step is you have to change the default file type to all file types. By default it will take text type, but you have to change this default file type to all types in save as type. Then you have to provide the file name, means HTML file name, which must end with either .htm or .html extension, because the HTML web page extension name is .htm or HTML. So save it. After saving, when we will go to open that file, the file will be open in your default web browser. So in your computer, if the default web browser is Google Chrome, your file will be open in Google Chrome. That time you will not be able to see this code. It will display the contents of the web page. Now to see the code, again you have to open that file in Notepad. Understood? That I will show in my next video. So today up to this much. See you in our next class. Till then, bye. Have a nice day.